polish freaks, welcome back to another collection review, another one for spring, which is so exciting, and I'm really excited about this one, especially because it's all creams and they're quite saturated and really bright and fun, and I really love the Essie Gel Couture line. It's my favorite, and this collection has their new improved formula that's better, more flexible. It's their long-lasting line, so these last really long on me. I get like 8 to 10 days out of them, sometimes 12, but I do like to add another layer of top coat on about day 6 or 7 just to make them last a little bit longer. So this is my favorite line, honestly, the Essie Gel Couture. So I'm so glad they've made it even better because it was really good before, and I'm excited to test this out because I'm wearing one of them on my nails. So this is the Essie Dopamine Rush collection. There's 6 creams like I mentioned, and they're all just stunning, and we'll get into those in a second. I will link my shirt. I just got this at Target. It's such a cute green striped shirt. Really makes me excited for spring. Not super lightweight, but kind of lightweight. Perfect for spring, and I think it'll be good for working outside in the yard too. Sometimes when I'm out there working in the yard, I just wear junky clothes, and I kind of want to wear a little cuter things now that I'm filming that. You can join me on my gardening channel. It's Polished Garden. I always have a link to it down below, as well as my favorite top coat. Let's talk about that for a minute real quick because I will link it. When I wear these Essie Gel Couture, I do like the top coat, so I will wear it with these probably about 50% of the time. Sometimes I do like my Glisten and Glow top coat. That's my favorite one. They recommend you don't really need a base coat for these, and I usually don't wear a base coat with them unless it's a really strong saturated color, which there are a few in this new collection, so I definitely would wear a base coat with those just to protect your nail from staining possibly. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite top coats, and I only use the Essie Gel Couture when I'm using these, and sometimes I use my Glisten and Glow. So just thought I'd mention that because I thought I might get asked. And we'll talk about the one that I'm wearing on my nails in this review because it's one of these polishes. People also wonder if these need to be cured. They do not need a cure light. They're just regular lacquer, but it's their longer lasting line, just like the OPI Infinite Shine line, but I prefer this Essie Gel Couture line better. Honestly, it's my favorite. I did see that these were available on Amazon, Target, Ulta. They retail for $13, so they are a little bit more, but I definitely think they're worth it. Unfortunately, Beyond Polish does not have these. I know if they did, they'd be a little bit cheaper, but anyway, those are the places that you can find them. One thing about these polishes is there's going to be a lot of comparisons because these are pretty close to ones that Essie has in their line already, and OPI has some that are really close too, but they are slightly different, so we'll get into that. Some polishes I have 4 comparisons, but I'll try to get through them quickly. First up is Revit Up, and it's this bright yellow, but there also is a little bit of softness to it and a little bit of coolness. It's not quite your really warm, sunny yellow, even though it is a little bit, but there's just a touch of softness to it, which I really like. And the formula is really great on this one too. When I first applied it, I got it pretty opaque in 2 coats, but as I used it a little bit more, I really do feel like you need 3 coats for this one. That's pretty typical for any yellow polishes, but actually the formula is pretty fantastic, and the brush on these is so good, you guys. So good. They're just all a dream to apply. The formulas were fantastic. They went on so well. I have hardly any cleanup just because of the way that the brush is shaped perfectly for my nails, and so that's really great about these too. Okay, so let's look at the comparisons for this one. I compared it to Be For Real, and that one's lighter and more pale, but it's closer than I thought. I do love that one. And OPI I Just Can't Copacabana is close, but it's a touch more orange. And then Don't Tell a Soul is very close. Almost exact, but I feel like it is a little bit brighter and not quite as soft as Rev It Up. And then Hey There from Essie is a touch lighter and a little bit muted. And then Essie Meditation Haven is my favorite soft pale yellow polish. I really want to pull that out probably next and wear it. Such a great pale yellow. If you're looking for one, I had been looking for a pale yellow for years, and they finally came out with some a couple years ago, so that's been really nice. And then Sunshine Be Mine is close but a little more vibrant, and then that one also kind of shows the softness of Rev It Up. Bright yellow, touch of softness, perfect for spring or summer. Really enjoyed this one. Fuel Your Life is the next one, and this is just a typical Lari shade, I would say. Love these kind of pinks that have a little bit of purple. Love any variations. Love all these comparisons. This is the one that I have on my nails. I couldn't wait to wear it. And this is the one that I have 4 sets of comparisons for, just so you guys can see, because I feel like it wasn't exactly the same. I feel like it was pretty close maybe to an OPI, and we'll get into that. But oh man, I love it so much. The formula is fantastic. It's perfect. Maybe a touch curly, but I wouldn't call it curly because it's pretty opaque in one coat, but there's a little bit of shine to it, which I really, really loved. And it just went on so beautifully and glossy and perfect. It's just perfection, you guys. I love shades like this if you can't tell. So let's quickly get into those comparisons because there's quite a few. Arigato from Tokyo is dustier and more purple. A lot of these are going to be either more light pink or more purple that you'll see here. Orly Check Yes or No is lighter and more pink as well. OPI I Can Buy Myself Violets is darker and more purple toned. And then Orly Frolic, one of my favorites for years. I haven't worn it in a long time though because I don't know. I feel like I like this one a little better than that. I'm kind of getting over Orly Frolic, but I still like it. It's a more lighter pink. Fuel Your Desire is a more bright purple. Get It Girl is getting closer but still has more purple. This next set of comparisons, Essie Swoon in the Lagoon is a little richer and more purple. And then Essie Big Spender is more of a rich raspberry shade. And then Flowerista, oh, another one of my favorites, is a rich, more kind of purple toned. So those are all a little bit different as you can see there. And then this new shade, I haven't done the OPI Rapid Dry review yet. I need to get on that, but you guys, the new brush on this, let's just pause for a minute and talk about this for a second because the new brush on it is a little bit rounded and it is perfection. I really hope that very soon they switch all their brushes to this because I would just be so happy. So I didn't really know that till I opened the bottle and then I was like, dang, these are a little bit rounded. The brush is really, really nice. It actually does kind of remind me of the Essie Gel Couture brush. So in this new shade, I knew I would love instantly and it's very close to this. So let's look at those comparisons. There's the Rapid Dry shade, you'll see the name there, and oh, it's ASA Pink, and that one's super close. Love both of these. Don't know which one I would pick. I guess I would try to see which one lasted a little bit longer, but I haven't had a chance to try the OPI Rapid Dry out yet. And then Essie Gel Couture Wilder Than You Seem is close, but a little darker. And then Essie Charmed and Dangerous is darker and more purple. So this is pretty unique, I would say, for Essie, even though they're all just have slight differences. This one does have a little bit of a softness to it, which I really like, and it does have a little pink, but not too much pink. But it is kind of close to that OPI Rapid Dry one that I pulled out. So anyway, love this one. I think you guys will like it too. You can't go wrong with these kind of purple leaning pinks. Dopamine Rush is this next kind of green leaning teal, and I love teal polishes, especially ones that are brighter like this. I don't tend to wear the ones that are a little more dustier. OPI has a lot of shades that are like this that are dustier, and Essie has a lot that are brighter, which I really like. So that is one area OPI could add more creams, is making their teals a little bit brighter and more fun. Come on, OPI. There are some more creams you can make. You don't have to make all these shimmery polishes. But anyway, this one has a fantastic formula. It's a little more acrylic-ish, so I would say 2 coats for this one, but the formula is really, really fantastic, applied so nicely, and just makes applying nails so fun. One of the things I enjoy when it's just so easy and simple going on the nail. Let's look at those comparisons. We'll start it with the OPI. So Susie San climbs Fuji San, and that's more of a blue leaning teal, and you can see that these all are a little bit muted and kind of soft, and I would say more fall appropriate. And then OPI Tell Me More is a darker teal that's a little richer. And then I pulled out Olive and June Green Canteen. It's similar, if I remember right, it's a little bit lighter. And then Essie's Naughty Nautical, that's a little more blue, and it does have that silvery shimmer in there, which is so beautiful. I really love that shade. Midnight Mirage, one of my favorite ones, is a little more green, but it's closer. And then Essie Gel Couture on the Riser is a touch more blue, but also kind of close. So this one's just a little bit different. I like that it's quite vibrant and fun and a little bit rich, but with the curly formula, it softens it a little bit as well. And I thought it was really great. Strut With It is another gorgeous shade. This is a purple that is a little pink leaning, so kind of opposite the other one. And let me hold them up together because it's kind of fun to see them together. Oh, you guys, they're so good. Same thing, this has a little bit of softness to it too. It's not like super rich. This has a little bit of white in the base, you can see, and it does have kind of that curly-ish formula. Not all the way curly, but just slightly curly, which is like the perfect formula for me. I feel like this one had the most perfect formula. So I would say you'd be happier with 2 coats, but I feel like it's pretty close at 1 coat. Like a lot of these, I just love it so much. Love these kind of purpley shades. So let's look at those comparisons. So I compared it to Essie Gel Couture Costume Jewel. That has has more of a true crelly formula. Definitely 2 coats for that one, and it is a little bit more sheerish. And then Essie Gel Couture Sunday Best is lighter and more of like a lavender leaning shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in that one. That one's really pretty. And then Essie Cyber Society is darker and more purple. And then I pulled out a few OPIs. So Grandma Kissed a Gaucho, that one's the closest. Also has a more sheer crelly formula, but it's a little bit lighter. And then Essie Set the Bar High is a deeper plum. And then Violet Visionary is an even deeper purple plum shade. So I did feel like this one is a little bit different, and I think the thing that makes it different is it's a little bit soft, kind of like Grandma Kissed a Gaucho, which I absolutely love, but this one does have a little bit more opaque formula, and it's just fantastic, you guys. I'm really excited about all these shades. As you can see, even though they are kind of close, I just crave the richness of those creams. You can do it, you can do it. Not the best way to pronounce that, but that's the next one, and I love these bright pink leaning reds. It's like a bright strawberry shade. It's so amazing. The formula is so good. It's so bright and fun. Cannot wait to wear this one. I'm going down south for some more sunshine for spring break, and I'll definitely be pulling this one out as I'm sitting by the pool because it's supposed to be nice and warm, and I'm excited about this one, you guys. So I pulled out quite a few shades, and there were a lot of different variations. Some were more red, some were more coral, kind of peach orange. I pulled in the ones that I had that were the closest. It is kind of similar to some other ones. Hopefully you can see the slight differences. So you might not need this one because it is kind of close to some other ones, but let's look at them a little bit closer. So Essie No Shade here is a little pinker, and I feel like this one is probably the brightest of the bunch, and I love that one. So obviously I love this one. These are all kind of close. I feel it was almost exact to Resort Romanza. Very close, which makes me happy because this is an old Resort shade from Essie years ago, and so it's kind of like a bring back of that shade, I would say, in my opinion. And then Peach Daiquiri is a little more coral leaning, so you can see the difference there. And I could have pulled in some more raspberry leaning shades or red or corals, but I just decided to go with the ones that were the closest. Such a stunning shade, you guys. Love it. Can't wait to wear it. I'm ready for those bright colors, and I'm ready for this sun to come out. Loved it. New Highs is a really interesting blue shade, and I've really been into blues this year. Like, it seems like all my favorites from the collections have been blues, which is really unusual for me. And so I'm actually excited for this one. In fact, I'm kind of craving this kind of bright bold blue right now, and so I might wear this one pretty soon. This one has a crelly-ish formula, so it is a little bit squishy looking, but it builds up really well in 2 coats, so I think you'll really like it. And the thing I like about it is it's almost a navy, but it does have a brightness to it, but since it has that crelly-ish formula, it is a little bit soft. Interesting shade. Essie has quite a few blues, so let's take a look and see which ones are the closest. I have 3 comparisons for this one. The new Essie New Day New Me is a little more navy leaning, but I love that one. And then Essie Push Play is a little bit brighter, and then Butler Please is brighter and more purple. You can see that New Highs has just a little bit of softness to it, which I absolutely love. And then All the Wave has a little more white in the base, more than New Day. License to Thrill has that similar formula, and that's the one I really thought about when I wanted to pull out comparisons, but it is definitely more navy. New Highs has a little bit of softness and brightness to it at the same time. And then Waterfall in Love is more purple, and I think it is a little bit darker. You can see I compared it to some OPIs that I pulled out just because I thought I'd get asked. My Pal Joey, Mi Casa as Blue Casa, Ring in the Blue Year being the brightest of the bunch, and you can see how those compared there. Not like super unique, but I hope as you can see as you compare it to the other Essies, it is slightly different. So some of you might not be excited that there were some colors that are super close to these, but I actually really loved each one of these. This one was no exception, and I'm really excited to wear more blues this spring, summer. We'll see. We'll see what I grab. And as far as my favorite goes, you guys, I love this whole collection. I think it's because it just filled in that gap that I needed for some beautiful creams, because we've had so many shimmers, and so I was really excited about these. I wasn't going to review it, but I kept walking past it in the store because I was thinking, oh man, they all look like colors that we've seen before, but then I just thought, no, I'm going to grab them, I'm going to review it, let's see how close they are, and I feel like they are just slightly different than some other ones, but I'll let you decide which ones you're going to pick up. So let me know how you like the collection. I wanted to say too, another collection that I'm really excited about is the D&D Spring Collection. It's like the Coquette Collection. Lots of bright pastel neons that were like yellow, peach, purple, purple corals, and it just looks absolutely stunning. I've reached out to them. I really hope they'll send it to me because I definitely would review the entire collection. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with D&D, but I want to do more videos pulling out my favorites. But hopefully they'll send that to me. I'll let you guys know if they do, but I'm really, really excited about that one. I also still need to do a review of the Rapid Dry. I don't know if I'll do comparisons for it or if I'll just show you the colors because that would take me a long time and I'm running out of time these days. And I also have some beautiful colors from the Morgan Taylor Natural line that I haven't reviewed yet that I am excited about as well. And I have the Olive and June collection that I need to get to and the new Essie Snow White collection. So lots of good things coming up. Oh, and I haven't forgot about my favorite mint shades, you guys. I'm gonna get on that too. So let me know what you want to see first. That would be really nice and helpful down in the comments what you want to see next, and then that will help me decide. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.